How many of you are gonna be part of the open house? So most of you except, oh, Michelle too, okay, good. So the three of you have worked in projects before, so I expect you guys to be showing your project. In fact, we have the posters, those digital posters that we created over the summer. We can either do that, you actually have a physical poster from last summer that you can show. We just show something virtual for yours in the screen. My new friend here, you can help us guiding people in for whatever's going on. Again, we have a lot of high schools and middle schools and people that are unaware of the whereabouts in Bergen. So if you can help us route people in, that would be awesome. So that one is from 3 to 7 p.m. So anytime in between, now obviously if you guys can help us, the more the better, but I want to be mindful of your times. Let me know what are the times that you can be there. If you can be there for all 4 hours, that's awesome. I'll see if I can get some kind of refreshments or something for us. This is exclusively for us, not for the attendees, so I can keep you guys alive so you're not falling asleep halfway through. So that is the first one. Again, we're only pretty much telling people what is it that we have going on here at Bergen Community College, and mainly for the STEM program. So we are promoting the STEM program for potential students that are coming to the school. We are not here to talk about the classes because that's what all the departments are going to be doing. I don't know if you guys have seen what an open house is all about. So every single department has a table. Computer science department is going to have a table. Engineering department, physics, chemistry, every department is going to have a table talking about their classes. Our job is to tell them what are some of the things that you have been exposed to. Well, as part of the STEM program, I've been able to do an internship. I've been able to be part of the STEM club. I'm actually holding a leadership position in the STEM club. I've been doing this. You can talk about the 3SP, or pretty much all three of you can talk about the 3SP program and the benefits of being part of this program. You're fairly new to the STEM program, but little by little, you can talk about the leadership opportunities. I'm currently running for the president of the club. You can mention these things. But again, be ready to pitch to new individuals what it is to be a student at Bergen. I don't expect you to talk about all the administrative part of it. That's going to be my job. I don't want you guys to talk about the tutorial part of it. That's going to be a different team. I want you to tell me what it is. Don't worry about it. I want you to tell the attendees what it is to be a STEM student at Bergen. That's it. That's pretty much. If you want to make notes for yourself and at some point, that way you don't forget, man, I wish I would have mentioned this, do that. So plan ahead of time. I actually highly encourage you to plan ahead. That way you know what are some of the points that you want to touch on. Okay, so that is the open house. That one, believe it or not, is not as big high profile as the other one that's coming up. And then the next one, as I mentioned to you guys before, is the April 30th, which is the grand opening. I'm still not sure what's going to be the participation of the students, but I'll let you know ahead of time. If I want you guys to be inside, or if I want you guys just to be outside so you can be exposed to what a ribbon cutting ceremony is all about, I will let you know ahead of time. The next one that I do need your help, and that's maybe the one that I want to train you and give you some tips, is the one on May 9th. That's the President's Circle. It is a high profile event. Therefore, I expect you, number one, to look presentable. So make sure that you look nice. You don't have to wear a suit, a tuxedo, and a gala dress, but business casual should be enough. Something like shirt and pants. It is and dinner after all for the people that are attending. So hopefully you guys also look the same way. I might have some room for some students to be at the dinner downstairs with the individuals that are attending the event, but I will give you guys heads up and I will tell you how many seats I have, and you tell me whether you're interested or not on coming down to the dinner with these individuals. They're talking about, last thing I heard, it was somewhere between 10 to 12 tables, so it's probably going to be 1 or 2 students per table. We're tapping into different departments, not only STEM, athletics, and in the theater, and some other departments are also participating. So don't think that this event is only for STEM. We just happen to be the first stop being that it's such a big thing, the center that we're opening, they want to make that the first stop of the night. So there's going to be alcohol that day, not for us, for the attendees. So even if you are old enough to drink, I expect you to act professional. Remember, you are there to sell the program. You're there to introduce yourself. You're there to talk about yourself, which I'm okay with you guys doing that. However, I want you to be mindful of the time. They're supposed to be there for no more than an hour, and it's a big group. It's close to 100 people. If you want to, touch as many people as possible, you want to be able to approach to as many people as possible, you have to be quick, okay? And this is when the whole elevator pitch comes in. You can tell me roughly, obviously I'm not going to be there timing you, hey, time is up, but you have to try to time yourself in 2 minutes, which is the standard time for an elevator pitch, in 2 minutes. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about what you're doing here in Bergen, and tell me about your project, and even tell me about your goals as a student. Your goals are going to be different than his. Everyone's project and everyone's exposure and whatever you guys are getting from this program is different than everyone else's. So it is your time to talk about yourself as a person, talk about the program overall, and tell me about your goals. Why do we want to do it this way? As I mentioned to you before, we don't know what these connections could mean to you. These could be people that, man, I really like the project that I saw, this electric bike is all about green energy and I'm into green energy. I'm gonna give you $10,000 for you guys to work on this project. It could be. I don't know if that's the case. Maybe they all walk out of there like, man, this program sucks. I wasted my time. I don't know. This is our time to convince them, invest in us. That's the bottom line. That's the whole purpose of this whole May 9th event. This is organized by the foundation. As hopefully all of you know, the foundation is the only entity in campus to give you guys money for scholarships. And some of you hopefully have received scholarships in the past, so this is orchestrated by the foundation. So again, the main purpose of this event is to raise not only money, but also awareness of what we are, the talented students that we have, the projects that we have going on, what other funding opportunities they have aside from scholarships. Maybe I have connections. I might not have a lot of these people, again, just between us and the video that everyone is gonna see, a lot of these people are retired. They're old. They have money, but they might not be part of that organization that they were part of, but they have a lot of connections. Oh wow, I met this guy at Bergen that he seems to be very talented in computer science. Why don't we just try to find something for him? Oh, I made this person. So these are a lot of opportunities for you guys. I'm still gonna be here being the director of the program. I'm not gonna be one of the beneficiaries from these scholarships. So this is for you guys. And I wanna make sure that you look par whenever they start talking to you. So again, dress accordingly. So professionally dressed. Again, you don't have to wear a suit. You don't have to be overdressed. But prepare also a pitch, about 2 minutes. Who you are, obviously always introduce yourself and enunciate, be clear about it. As some of you get so nervous that you run through your presentation that I'll be like, who was that again? Okay, so slow down, pace yourself, introduce yourself, tell me what your major is here at Bergen. Tell me, oh, I'm a first semester, second semester, third year, whatever your situation is at Bergen. So my name is blah blah blah. I'm a second semester at Bergen. I am pursuing an engineering degree. I am currently working with the STEM program under blank. Even if you don't have a project, I'm one of the students of the STEM club. I'm hoping to work on a project that is related to chemistry, physics, engineering, whatever your situation is. Tell me about the project, and then tell me what you hope to accomplish after Bergen. I'm hoping to transfer to NJIT, I'm hoping to transfer to Rutgers, I'm hoping to go to Columbia, I'm hoping to pursue a master's degree on biomedical, nuclear chemistry, whatever you guys want to say. This is the time. No one is going to tell you, oh, no, that's too hard for you, you're not going to be that. This is your time to brag about yourself. Ideally, I would like to become, I don't know, the CIO for Tesla. Tell me whatever you want to tell me. I know some of you already did, and again, this is your time to dream big, okay? You never know. This might be the right time to connect with the right individual at the right time. So dream big and tell everyone what is it that you want to do with your life, okay? Again, what I want to see out of this whole thing is people walking out of there and saying, wow, what a beautiful place they have. Wow, what talented students, they're working on that place. So it's a combination of both. If I have this state-of-the-art $1 million facility, it's amazing, but if you guys are not there to showcase what we have, then it's just another room, okay? So once we see that synergy between my talented group of students and the amazing space that we have created, then we have a full package. Otherwise, we're not gonna go anywhere. So again, prepare something. Don't be nervous. I know that you will be nervous no matter what, but in order for you to overcome this nervousness, prepare, okay? Rehearse, go over your little pitch. Even if you're going over the 2 minutes, it's okay. You stay within that 2-3 minutes. Don't go too long. It's like half of you are falling asleep right now because I've been talking for 10 minutes. That's already too much. So you wanna make sure that it's a short pitch, but it's concise enough that you included all the information that you wanted to include, okay? So once again, introduce yourself at a paceful manner, okay? Don't fly through your name. That's probably the most important thing that you want to get out of it. If you want to make business cards for that day, I'm perfectly okay with that. Resumes might be pushing it a bit, like, yeah, here's my resume, can you give me a job? But you can do something like a business card. We can help you create those as well. Something that looks professional as well. Maybe we can even make a template. I can have the members of my team create a template. That way all the business cards look professional and they also look consistent. I don't want Svetlana's business cards to look all crazy and then all of a sudden your business cards are very simple. So now, it's like, whoa, yeah, she must be an arts major. So we can create something that is consistent for all of you guys, but it's a nice way for you to introduce yourself and leave that impression. Here's my car. If you feel that there's any opportunity that can be good for me, here it is. Don't feel that you're stepping on anyone's boundaries. This is the time for you guys to talk about yourself, okay? So again, it's only 2 minutes, but it's almost like well structured. Introduction, tell me about what you're doing here at Bergen, tell me what about your project, and tell me what's your goal after Bergen, okay? Not only academic, but also professional, okay? In 2 minutes, it's gonna go like this, believe it or not, especially once you get into your project, then it's gonna go into it. If you have a group, okay, for example, you guys, that is 2 of you that are covering the same projects, then you can split the pitch on the project. Talk about one thing, you talk about the other part. I encourage you to recruit people from your project as well. Same thing for the balloon, being that you're still fairly new. I encourage you to bring people from the balloon. All the projects that we have going on, they're very appealing to people, especially pictures. Bring pictures, okay? Hopefully by then, we're gonna have all the computers already set up. So I'm okay with you having a little playback of pictures in the background. That's perfectly okay. Every single station, you're gonna be stationed at one of these working stations. So we have about 10 working stations. So I'm expecting to see at least 10 projects. So every single one of these stations are gonna have a 27-inch computer in there. And you can just do a little presentation with pictures about your project. That's perfectly okay. Okay, if you have an actual poster already created, let me tell you what I'm talking about for some of you who don't know. That's interesting. I'm not gonna be able to make it there. Oh, perfect poster.
Nice.
Oh. Okay, so every station up there is gonna have an L shape. Over. Every station is gonna have an L-shaped setup. It's a workbench in which you guys are gonna be working on for the rest of your academic career here at Bergen. And you have a side bench that is for storage and tools and stuff. So this guy is gonna be sitting either on the main bench or the side bench. It's really up to you guys. And then this is the motorcycle, the electric motorcycle. This is actually Misha's and Jamil's project. So you can talk about it as this thing is just sitting in the back. If you don't have an actual poster, we can have the screen with a virtual poster. Okay, I don't know if we have, I think we do have a poster for your project, right? So we can have that. But if you have any other project that is new and you want to do a quick presentation in the background, I'm okay with that. Okay. So again, this is very visual. It's all about making it appealing. So it's not me about telling you all these technical things. A lot of these people might not have a technical background. So just tell them about what overall you're trying to accomplish. Okay. Don't get so technical. If somebody asks you a technical question, then be ready to respond a technical answer. But if you see that they're just looking at it, what are you trying to accomplish? We're trying to convert a regular combustion-based motorcycle into a fully efficient electric motorcycle. It is not the typical project that you buy, a regular electric bike. We're actually doing the retrofitting ourselves, and we hope to accomplish X and Y. Okay? Always give me goals. What's the purpose of doing whatever you're doing? Tell me where you started to, and that's something that a lot of you always miss. I don't know what was your starting point, but for them to understand that you started from a regular motorcycle, now you're gonna end up with X and Y, it's powerful, okay? Questions, comments, concerns? Yes, sir.
Louis, can we meet like in the future with like where you said the pitch, except have something like structured, and can you critique us if it can be improved?
Of course.
Or
We should do it, in fact, we should do it as a group. That way we do a peer review with your little elevator pitch. That's a good idea. That way, make sure you practice ahead of time. Make sure you time yourself. That way, you're not asking us to give you feedback on a 15-minute pitch. What do you guys think is the important thing? That should be your job. But that's a pretty good idea. We should get together again, maybe right before the event, and then we do a little pitch. The beauty of doing this pitch, also especially for those of you who are going to be at the STEM-C Square conference, is that you're going to repeat the same pitch at the conference, at the poster session. So preparing this pitch, yes, it might have a little bit of a twist. You don't need to tell people about your goals, and you might go into a little more technical within your presentation during the poster competition at STEM-C Square, but it's something similar. So by the time that you do the poster competition at STEM-C Square, then you're gonna have a little more experience from this thing. Okay. What else? That's it. That was easy. All right. So you guys are clear. You understand what we have to do, right? Okay. So again, I'm hoping. How many of you are gonna also be at the STEM-C Square conference? How many of you are gonna participate? All of you? How about you, Suvelana? You might not.
Probably don't have a good idea yet.
Okay, all right. Well, if you are part of the balloon project, you should be part of that.
As long as
poster.
they allow me.
Of course, of course. So we have STEM-C Square on the 14th. We have the President's Circle dinner at 6:30 on the 9th. All of you are going to be there as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? No? Maybe so? Maybe? Okay. All right. See if you can do it, because again, it's something that is going to be beneficial for you. And the open house as well, which is on the 25th, which is next Thursday. Can't believe that we're talking about that. And again, I will let you guys know about the grand opening, being that it's so quick, literally half an hour to 45 minutes. I'll let you know what the role of the students are. Maybe, I'm not sure if that's what they want to do. Maybe they want to do the same thing. It's not about this beautiful space, also about the students inside. But being that it's more like a photo op and it's all about publicity and press, maybe they just want to take pictures of the place. But I'll let you know ahead of time. That way you guys prepare accordingly. Okay? And those of you who are participating in STEM-C Square, hopefully all of you, I'm gonna need you guys to send me your poster as soon as possible. I'm gonna send you the template, which is very similar to this, with the logos in the upper right corner. We have a legal disclaimer in the bottom right corner, title, authors, but this part right here is really up to you. You do whatever you want. It is a competition after all. So I want you guys to make your poster as competitive as possible. You will make money out of it if you win, but again, it's really up to you. The more text you add to it, the more attention people are gonna pay on the poster, and they're not gonna listen to you. So I highly advise a lot of pictures, a lot of pictures. Let the people look at the picture, that way whenever I'm explaining something, they can easily see what I'm talking about. But if you have a lot of text, they'll be like, what are you saying? So it's confusing for people. So the least amount of text, the better. Pictures, diagrams, graphs, anything that can help your pitch be better, it's always welcome. Okay? Good? Questions? Good? Yes? Nothing? Go ahead.
I'm sorry if I missed something, but aside for talking about ourselves, do you need any help from us on any of these events?
I think we should be fine. Not so much for the 9th. We're probably gonna need some help for the open house because it's so close to us. It's literally, less than a week and a half from now. So we're probably gonna need some help the day before or that week in general. Especially you guys that have experience with building things. I'm gonna need help building some tables, all the workbenches, setting up, staging. We're doing a lot of staging. We don't need, I'm sure some of you know what an oscilloscope is. We have tons of oscilloscopes. We have bench meters. Not every station is gonna need an oscilloscope and a bench meter, but it's nice, it's gonna look nice. So it's all about image, at least for now. Once all the different events happen, then we start taking things away, and whoever needs an oscilloscope or bench meters, we have all these equipment. But it's mainly just set up that we might need help. All these blue chairs that you see in the back, those are going upstairs. The theme upstairs is blue and gray. So we have to bring all the furniture up there. So getting an extra set of hands, it always helps. So.
But you let us know.
Of course. The contractors, believe it or not, they're still working on it. They should have been done about a week and a half ago, and they're still there, and they still have a couple more days to go. So until they're out, we're technically not allowed in there. I mean, we can go in, but if something happened, they're gonna say, oh, you have a bunch of students working here, so we couldn't finish what we were supposed to because they scratched the walls. That's how contractors are. So make sure that the few days before the 25th, so the 25th falls on a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, right? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those are gonna be 3 busy days for us. So, let me know if you have any time to help us, and I'll be accepting your help. Okay, anything else? Good? All right, Christian, nothing? Huh? No? Okay. All right, guys, well, thank you very much for your participation, at least your willingness to help. And I really hope to see every single one of you in all these events, and let me know if you need anything. Aside from all these things that I mentioned, I know that some of you will be working with us over the summer. Okay, so we have an internship opportunity for the summer. Be on the lookout because I'm going to be sending out a form. It's a call for interns. Okay, this is going to be, priority is going to be given to the 3SP students and 3SP candidates. But if we do have some extra seats, I highly encourage you guys to participate. This is paid internships, but again, I don't want to promise to everyone because we have the seat caps at 50. So after I have close to 50, which I know I'm not going to reach 50 between the 3SP students and 3SP candidates, then I have a few extra seats for the non-3SP students to apply and work with us over the summer. Okay.
None. I was going to say, do you want me to do what I did for the winter? I sent everybody an email, but we got a handle.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much for coming. I will see you soon.